Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this is the lesson 2 of our series direction. So in this video we are going to see some questions which are based on Pythagoras theorem. So these are different kinds of question based on direction topic. In the previous video, that is lesson number 1, we have practiced 10 different questions based on the basic level of questions. So in this video we are going to see more such questions. Before starting the video, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I regularly upload these kinds of helpful videos on my channel. Also, I'm creating a complete playlist on reasoning. So blood relation topic is already completed, and the second topic is direction, which I have started. So this is the lesson 2 of the direction topic. So make sure to check that playlist too, and if you are looking for a job, make sure to follow us on Instagram because we regularly post off-campus drives there as well. So let's start with our today's topic. So first we are going to take up the first question, and I'm going to explain you how to solve this question, and meanwhile in that only I'm going to explain you the approach also. Okay, so let us take up the question straightforward. So we have this question as Deepak walks 4 kilometers towards the west. Okay, so Deepak suppose is right now at this point and he walks 4 kilometers towards the west. Okay, so Deepak is right now at this position. So next is then turns to his right and travel 9 kilometers. So right for Deepak would be in this direction. So he travels 9 kilometers in the right direction and then he turns towards east. So suppose he walks still here and this is the east direction now. So he walks 12 kilometers towards the east. Okay, so 12 kilometers towards the east. So this will be 4 and this will be 8. So Deepak is here right now. Finally he traveled 3 kilometers towards the south. So 3 kilometers towards the south. Okay, how far is he from the initial position? So this is the initial position, this is the final position. So we need to find out this position. Okay, so now how do we find out this position? So for this we are going to make use of Pythagoras theorem. I hope that many of you might already know the Pythagoras theorem, but just for the revision's sake, or if someone doesn't know what is a Pythagoras theorem, I am quickly going to explain it. So you can Pythagoras theorem is, suppose if we have a triangle like this where there is one angle as 90 degree. Okay, now if we are given with the two sides, that is the two smaller sides, and we need to find the larger sides in that kind of triangle, we have this formula as, suppose this side is A, this side is B, and this side is C. Then in order to find the value of C, there is a formula, that is C square is equals to under root of A square plus B square. Okay, so you can either write it like this, C square equals A square plus B square, or C equals to under root of A square plus B square. So we are concerned with C, that is why I am writing C equals to A square plus under root of A square plus B square. So keeping this formula in mind, now we are going to find out this thing. Now you can see that straight away you cannot find a triangle. You can find a triangle like this. Suppose if I create a line over here, so this line will exactly be 8 kilometers, right? Because we can clearly see that this is 8, so this will also be 8. Now remaining is this. So how can we calculate this? So total is 9. From here we can see total is 9 and this is 3. So 9 minus 3 will be 6. So this is 6, right? Now we need to find out the value for this one. So we will apply the formula. So formula will be 8 square plus 6 square. So 8 square will be 64 and 6 square will be 36. So this is going to be 100. So under root of 100 is 10. So our this value will be 10. So Deepak is how much? 10 kilometers away from his starting position. So let's check whether our answer is correct or not. So you can see the answer is 10 kilometers. So in this way you need to solve these kinds of questions first of all. So Pythagoras theorem, if you know, then in most of the questions you will only be asked to find the hypotenuse, that is this value. So it will be easier only the level of questions. So let's try some more practice questions, then you will, so that you will have a good hands-on on the questions. So let's move on to the next question now, that is question number 2. A child is looking for his father. He went 90 meters in the east before turning to his right. So suppose child is at this position now, and he went 90 meters towards the east, and then it is mentioned that before turning to his right. So after that, after reaching this position, he turns towards his right. So this is the right position. He went 20 meter. Okay, so in this direction he went 20 meter before turning to his right again. Then after that he turns to his right again. So the right will be in this direction. So to look for his father at his uncle's place 30 meter from this point. So his uncle's place is what? 30 meters from this point. His father was not there. From there he went 100 meter to his north before meeting his father in a street. So from here he went 100 meter. Okay, so 100 meter will be somewhere here. So first of all 20 over here, then 80 over here. Okay, so how far did the son meet his father from the starting point? So we need to find this thing. So this is the triangle basically, if you can see. So what basically we are concerned with two things only, this direction and this direction. So this direction you can clearly see it is 80. This direction is how much? So total is 90. From that we have to subtract 30. So it will be 60. Okay, so this direction will be 60. Now we will calculate our values, that is 80 square plus 60 square. That is going to be, so 8 8 is 6400 plus 3600. So let us calculate this values. This is going to be 10,000. Now we need to find the under root of it. Okay, so under root for it will be 100. So this son meets his father from the starting point at 100 meters of distance. So the correct answer for this question is 100 meters. Let's check the answer also. You can see that the answer is 100 meter. So in this way you need to find out the answers. Try to keep your diagram neat and clean so that it will be easier for you to find the answers. Moving on to the question number 3. Ram walks 2 kilometers towards the north. So Ram is at this point now. So he walks 2 kilometers towards the north. Right now he is at this point. Then he turns to east and walks 10 kilometers. So this is the east direction. He walks 10 kilometers in this direction. After this he turns to north and walks 3 kilometers again. So he is at this position and then he turns to north and walks 3 kilometers. Again he turns towards east and walks 2 kilometers. So from here he will turns to east and walks 2 kilometers. How far is he from the starting point? So basically we have to find this distance. So now let us try to create the triangle first. So if I create this line, this is the triangle that we will have. So right, you can see that this is the triangle that we have created. Now here first of all let's find out this distance. Okay, so this distance is how much? 2 plus 3, that is 5. So this distance is clearly 5, and now the below one, 10 plus 2, 12. So I hope we are doing it correct way. So let's try to find the answer first. So it will be 12 square plus 5 square. So it's going to be 144 plus 25. So it's going to be 169, which is the square of 13. So the correct answer for this question is 13. Let's check whether it is correct. So yes, the correct answer is 13 kilometers. So always make sure to keep the unit, but usually you will be given options in this kinds of questions, so you don't have to worry about the units and all things. So the correct answer for this question is 13 kilometers. So basically whenever you are given your direction in between the directions, like if the person stops in between north east, in between two directions basically, then you have to apply Pythagoras theorem in most cases. Otherwise if the person stops at the line only, then there is no need to apply this. You can directly do the addition and subtraction. Moving on to the next question now. Question number 4. Mohan started walking towards east. After walking 10 meters, he took a right turn. So Mohan is at this point. He walks 10 meters in the east direction and then he stopped, and then he took a right. After walking 10 meters, he took a right turn and walked 10 meters again. So right turn will be in this direction. He took a left turn and walked 30 meters. So again from here he want to go to left and 30 meters, and again took a left turn and walked 40 meters. For 40 meters in the left direction. So this is 10 and this is 30. Okay, so he is at this point now. Now Mohan is how far and in which direction from the starting point. So Mohan, we have to basically find out this distance. So this is clearly 30. So one direction is 30. We can clearly see it from the diagram. Next, let's calculate. So this is 10 and this is 30. So it's going to be 40. So 30 square is going to be 900 and 4 square is going to be 1600. So if we will add them up, it's going to be 2500, and if we will do the under root, it's going to be 50. So the answer for this question is 50 meters. Let's check the answer. Okay, so we have not calculated the we have not found out the direction. Let's check that too. So the direction right now, in which direction from the starting point? So the direction is this, which is northeast. Okay, so in the answer also it is northeast, so it is correct. So this was like 2 things were asked in a single question. So these kinds of questions also you can expect in your exams. Okay, moving on to the next question now. Dev walks 1 kilometer towards east. So this is the starting point, 1 kilometer towards the east, and then he turns to south and walks 5 kilometers again. Turns to south and walks 5 kilometers. Again he turns to east and walks 2 kilometers. Turns to east and walks 2 kilometers. After this he turns to north and walks 9 kilometers. So 9 kilometers in the north, which will be 5 this and 4 will be in this direction. Okay. How far is he from the starting point? So this is the final point where the wave stops. We need to find this. Okay, so this distance we need to find out. So one distance we already have is 4 kilometers. So 4 square. Now we need to find this lower one, that is 1 plus 2. So 3. So 4 square is going to be 16 and 3 square is going to be 25. Sorry, 3 square is going to be 9. And 16 plus 9 is going to be 25. The correct answer for this is going to be 5 kilometers. So he is 5 kilometers from his starting point. So let's check the answer now. The correct answer is 5 kilometers. So let me clear out the screen and then quickly move on to the next question. So guys, I have taken many questions in this video for you to practice. Basically 10 questions will be there, and from that 1 questions you all have to solve, so that I also get to know that you are getting it, how to solve these questions. So we are on this question, that is question number 6. A person starts walking in the north direction and after traveling a distance of 20 meters. So basically a person is walking in the north direction and he travels 20 meters in this direction. He takes a left turn and walks 25 meters. So if he takes a left turn from here, then it will be in this direction, and then the distance traveled is 25 meters. From here he took a right turn and walked 20 meters. So from here he took a right turn and walked 20 meters, and finally took a right turn and walked 35 meters, and finally from here he took a right turn and walked 35 meters. So 35 meters, so 25 is going to be this much, and then 10 remaining, so 10 is this much. How far is he from the starting point? So we need to find out this distance. So okay, so this is the triangle that we need to find out. Let me quickly revise the diagram first, because I'm a bit confused whether I've created it correctly or not. A person starts walking in the north direction and after traveling a distance of 20 meters. So 20 meters, first of all he has traveled in the north direction, then he took a left turn and walks 25 meters, and from here he took a right turn and walks 20 meters, and finally took a right turn and walked 35 meters. So okay, right, we have created the diagram correctly. So let's now find out this value, that is this distance. So one base is already present to us, that is 10 meters. So we can simply write 10 square. then we need to find out this distance, right? The straight one. So 20 plus 20, it's going to be 40. So 40 square. So let's find this out. 100 plus 1600, it's going to be 1700, right? So 100 square and 1600. So 1700 is going to be simply 10 under root 17, you can write, right? How I have calculated this, just in case if you don't know, 1700 can be written like this. We cannot find the root of 17. We can find, but it will take time. So we can simply calculate it for 100. And for 100, the root will be 10. So, and for 17, we will simply write it like this. So I hope the answer should be 10 root 17. Let's check it. So yes, the answer is 10 root 17. And we also have to find the direction. So direction in this case is northeast. So you can see he is in the northeast direction. So the correct answer is 10 root 17 and northeast direction. Moving on to our next question now. So two things are very common in one question, that is the distance and direction. Moving on to the next question now. Raju goes 12 kilometers towards the north from a fixed point. So this is a fixed point and 12 kilometers in the north will be this. Next is, and then goes 8 kilometers towards the south from there. So 8 kilometers towards the south is, again Raju will be somewhere here. So this is 8 kilometers and this is going to be complete 12 kilometers. 8 kilometers towards the south from there, and the end he goes 3 kilometers towards the east. So 3 kilometers towards the east. Okay, how far is he from the starting point? So basically we need to find out this distance, right? So already one direction we have is as 3, so 3 square, and the other one is 12 minus 8, right, which is 4. So let's find out. 9 plus 16 is 25 and the root of 25 is 5. So the answer is 5 kilometers. Let's check whether it is correct or not. So the correct answer is 5 kilometers. Simple question, but if you are nervous in your exams, you might commit mistakes. Reasoning is all about being calm while solving the questions. So make sure while solving the questions, you are very calm. A man travels 7 kilometers towards the south. So this is the starting point for the man, and then he walks 7 kilometers towards the south, and then 5 kilometers towards his left. So left for him will be in this direction. So 5 kilometers towards the left. So he is at this position right now. He further travels 5 kilometers towards the south. So south will be this, 5 kilometers towards the south. How far is he from the starting point? We need to find out this distance. So you might now get confused that how to find this one, right? So but there is a straight method you can create or find out in different ways. What I'm going to take is, I'm going to create a diagram in this way. So this is going to be a triangle. Let me highlight it for you. So this is going to be our triangle. Okay, let's now try to find this out. So let us take this thing first. So this is 5, we can see from here. So this is 5, so it's 5 square plus this thing. This is 7 plus 5, which is 12. So in this way we have taken both the sides. Now solve it. 25 and 144, it's going to be 169, which for which the root is 13. So the answer for this should be 13 kilometer. Let's check it. So the answer is 13 kilometer. So in this way you have to solve it. Now many students, what they might do is they try to solve it another way. So it is that totally right. You can solve it in any way whichever suits you, because there can be a multiple ways to find out the hypotenuse value in a triangle. Okay, so it's totally depend on you. The answer should be correct at the end. Suresh, starting from his house, goes 4 kilometers in the east. So this is the starting point for Suresh, and 4 kilometers in the east is going to be this direction. Next is, then he turns to his right and goes 3 kilometers. So right for this will be this direction, and 3 kilometers in this direction. What is the minimum distance will be covered by him to be back to his house? Basically they are asking the same thing. What is this distance? That is the minimum distance. So again, simple, we can hear the diagram is also very simple, no confusions. 4 square plus 3 square, 16 plus 9 gives us 25, for which the root is going to be 5. So let's check the answer. Answer is 5 kilometers. Moving on to the next question now, which is our ninth. So this was our ninth question and this is our last question. So I am not going to answer this, but you all have to answer this in the comment section. So we have already practiced 9 questions. Now you have a good practice of how to solve this question. You have to solve this on your own and comment down. Make sure to comment down if you have watched the video so far and you have already solved 9 questions with me. So please make sure to comment down. Let me read out the question first. A man walks 2 kilometers towards the north. Then he turns to east and walks 10 kilometers. After this, he turns to north and walks 3 kilometers. Again, he turns towards east and walks 2 kilometers. How far is he from the starting point? So basically you have to find out the distance from the starting point till the ending point. So this is a DIY question, that is you have to do it yourself and comment down below. Even if you see that someone else has comment down, it is your duty to comment by yourself. Okay, so don't look at others comment, just comment it down and I will reply to your comment that whether your answer is correct or not. So with this we have come to an end of this video. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section related to direction topic. If you have any doubt, like from the previous video also, if you have any doubt, or for the oncoming videos, if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Join us on different social media platforms like Telegram and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done yet, and please check this playlist of reasoning which I told you in the starting only. I am creating this playlist. Already blood relation topic is covered and now we are on the second topic, that is direction. So please make sure to check that, and aptitude with playlist is also going to come soon on the channel. So thanks for watching the video.